It is better to be violent, if there is violence in our hearts, than to put on the cloak of non-violence to cover impotence. Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. It is better to be violent, if there is violence in our hearts, than to put on the cloak of non-violence to cover impotence. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. A nation's culture resides in the hearts and in the soul of its people. The greatness of a nation can be judged by the way its animals are treated. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Prayer is the key of the morning and the bolt of the evening. There is a higher court than courts of justice, and that is the court of conscience. It supersedes all other courts. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need but not for man's greed. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. The essence of all religions is one. Only their approaches are different. When I admire the wonders of a sunset or the beauty of the moon, my soul expands in the worship of the Creator. When I admire the wonders of a sunset or the beauty of the moon, my soul expands in the worship of the Creator. You can chain me, you can torture me, you can even destroy this body, but you will never imprison my mind. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. My religion is based on truth and non-violence. Truth is my God. Non-violence is the means of realizing Him. Man's nature is not essentially evil. Brute nature has been known to yield to the influence of love. You must never despair of human nature. Freedom is never dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary, the evil it does is permanent. We may stumble and fall but shall rise again. It should be enough if we did not run away from the battle. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. All compromise is based on give and take, but there can be no give and take on fundamentals. Any compromise on mere fundamentals is a surrender. For it is all give and no take. There are people in the world so hungry, that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. A man who was completely innocent, offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act.